let's see.
Do you want to talk about Blue Lock super quick?
Sure. I saw people saying, Danny, pay more attention to chat, and I'm looking, and there's nothing that anyone has said that's like, I've been paying attention to chat this entire time, other than Eric's birthday, which I missed. Happy birthday, Eric. There hasn't been anything that's like, is anyone refuting me? But keep in mind, I am paying attention to chat.
You pointed out the Janumba thing.
Yeah, that's true. That was good. Yeah, that'd be awesome. He's Janumba. But anyway, do you want to do Blue Lock or Dun?
Yeah, you want to know my notes on Blue Lock?
Yeah, give me them notes.
Bachira's mom can get it, and Chigiri's sister can get it.
Yeah, let me refresh. Not that I need it. Refreshing is an excuse for me to just want to look at this woman again. Yeah. Boy, can she. She must have Bachira at, like, age... She must have Bachira at age, like, 11. She looks like 20.
She doesn't look old.
Yeah.
If you type in Bachira, it goes Bachira Blue Lock, Bachira PFP, Bachira Mom. That's it.
Yeah, that's the pipeline. That's the pipeline, baby.
I
love Bachira PFP.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a big Bachira fan.
Yeah.
I actually was at a Chinese mall. There's a mall here in Guangzhou called Comic City. And it's like the whole thing is dedicated to anime, and so like people go there and every weekend and like go and cosplay. It's really sick. But like there was a huge Blue Lock cafe, and they had like cutouts of everything, and like people were taking photo of Bachira and all that. But yeah, outside of that, I also said Itoshi Sei is just Itachi. Cool backstory though.
Yeah. Very cool backstory.
This is literally just Itachi and Sasuke's backstory, like to a T. They're like, oh, like they grew up together, and then Itachi had to leave the village because he was the most talented person in the history of ever. And then the little one grew up wanting to be just like Itachi and getting all the attention from their parents. And then Itachi came back and he did a bad, but Itachi came back and did a bad because he wanted the younger one to be more powerful. And that is it. That is their exact story. Itachi Sei and Itachi Rin are Itachi and Sasuke.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing any details either. Like, they are beat for beat.
No. Like, there's no murder in there or anything.
No, they're beat for beat the exact... I just love the idea of, like, going up to someone who hasn't seen this episode and being like, yeah, they just do Itachi and Sasuke, like, beat for beat, literally the same. It's like, in the soccer one?
Like... just Rin's getting home from, like a hard practice one day, and like Sai's just like elbow deep in the blood of his parents.
Dude, how sick would it be? This would be great when they, like, run out of plot lines to do in Blue Lock, but it's too profitable to actually end. It'd be sick. Make them kill? It'd be sick if they, like, Blue Lock finalizes, like, its team. I guess it's probably the U21, because Blue Lock, the point of it is to not have a team. It's just to have a striker.
Yeah.
But whatever. I almost called him Ichigo. What's his name? Isagi. Isagi builds a team of Blue Lock boys, and they're, like, playing soccer, and then some shadowy figure is like, hey, I've been forcing prisons to do Blue Lock also, and then they go up against, like, prison Blue Lock, and it's just a bunch of, like, big-ass dudes, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine at soccer, but I fucking eat people on the field, and it's like...
And it's like, oh, like no holds barred soccer.
Yeah.
It's like everyone gets to weaponize the taser in their suit.
There was a game. Did you ever play the game The Blitz 2? It was like a...
Yeah, The fact that you know what the Blitz is the most surprising thing here. You're telling me you played the American football game?
Dude, I used to watch, like, AMVs of, like, the injury compilations to, like, really hard music.
Between this and the Mortal Kombat finishers, like I'm starting to wonder what happened to the guinea pig. I don't think it was that Dracos's dad, because the way you started doing it again, you're like, oh, I don't think Ghostface's mortal blow is that good, and it's just a motherfucker getting stabbed a bunch, and I was like, God damn, Danny, why is I always watch shit because I find it funny, but then occasionally every couple of months you're like, time to get the real sickos back on the page.
I love that stint where you, like, refused to watch any of my content because I was just posting like here are the drippiest, disgusting, goopiest kills in Mortal Kombat. Number one, the penis drill. Like
in this one, the salamander one spits acid onto your gooch and then climbs into your body. 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
It's 8 a.m., Dan.
dude, speaking of that, I got in some hot water. This should have been my cold open. I got in some hot water with a bunch of Christians because, and so did the Escape podcast, technically. But the Escape podcast.
The Escape podcast with an
Waffalo.
evangelical Christian host?
Yeah, so they did a bit where the Waffalo, the very religious Christian host, has a co-host named Alex. And Alex was like, they were power scaling, and he was like, all right, like 1v1 with prep time, who wins, Batman or Jesus Christ? And Waffalo like didn't want to participate, and Alex was like, dude, you give Batman an hour and a half and he could figure out how to crucify Jesus. Like, easy.
10 minutes. What are Jesus's feats, if we're being entirely real?
Miracles.
Walking on water?
That's pretty. If there's a lake, how's Batman getting to him? Can you imagine you're standing on water and a dude in a cape dressed as a bat is trying to paddle on over to you? Embarrassing.
You think Batman doesn't have technology to stand on water?
It depends on how much technology you're getting. No technology? If it's just Batman versus Jesus, does that mean Jesus has the win because he walks on water?
Does it mean that the fight's happening on what if it's on a mountain or a field or a great plain?
Can Jesus turn other people's blood into wine? Can you imagine?
Wait, but it's water into wine. But blood
it symbolizes
water.
Yeah. So through alchemy, through his alchemical prowess, I think Jesus can...
Is Jesus just an alchemist, but like a kind of bad one?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on here? That Jesus was just like a kind of sub... Is that why they nailed his hands to the cross so he couldn't fucking clap?
So he couldn't clap. Yeah, that's why.
We gotta stop this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's up there and he's like, fools, you gave me iron. And he rips them out and does the clap. Like...
That'd be sick as hell. But also now that there's holes in his hands, he can no longer make... Because the reason that Edward clasps his hands together is because he makes a circle. So with the two holes in his hands, he wouldn't... Oh my God, Jesus was an alchemist. Jesus was an alchemist. We cracked it.
They thought of everything.
Low key, the ability to like grab somebody and turn all of the blood, like all of the water in their body into red wine would be kind of kind of ridiculously broken.
I'm like, I'll never do anything with this, but what a sick... vampire-esque character. You grab someone, their blood turns into wine, they die for obvious wine blood related reasons, and then he drinks it out of them. And he's just drinking wine, and then he like fucking, wipes his mouth, and he's like, want some red? And they're like, tasty.
Danny, we have potential to make a movie that gets us shot in the fucking head. We have potential to make a movie that screens in 2 theaters and ruins our lives. Dude, oh boy.
Dude, people like the D&D crowd would love that character.
Just making a level 20 Fae, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
The Fae.
But anyway, so yeah, he was power scaling Jesus and Batman, and I wrote a comment being like, Batman would have seen Judas coming a mile away.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
Batman would be Judas.
The bit is that Batman, like, in my head, the bit is that, like, Batman would just hit Judas with a parry.
Yeah.
And half the comments, I didn't realize, this was, like, 7 months ago, and then I got, like, a comment that, like, brought me back to it, and I was like, oh, wait, like, what is this? And so I looked at the comment thread, and it's half the people correcting me on Jesus lore, because Jesus did know Judas was coming. And in terms of a power scale,
yeah.
Fair. Like, fair. That's just power. Like, Sarah, I told Sarah, and she was like, what?
That's just power scaling, baby.
Yeah, I told Sarah, and she was like, what a bunch of, like, assholes. And I was like, well, no, actually, because, like, I was wrong, and that is points to Jesus.
Yeah, listen, we have to be real about Jesus' feats here.
Yeah, so that's just listing a feat. A lot of the other comments were like, they're like, hey, maybe if you repent in time, Jesus can fix that face of yours, but I doubt it. A lot of them are about my face in God's inability or struggle to try and fix it if I forgive.
Motherfucker, God made us in his own image. If I'm ugly, fucking so is he.
Oh, damn, that's a good comeback. Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting in there.
Yeah, reply 9 months later, 1,000 showers later, like...
You fucking showed them.
Dude, they were roasting my ass. But it was funny because I got like 5 that were like that, where it's like, if you beg for forgiveness enough, maybe God can fix your face, but even he can't work a miracle that tough. And the fact that I got so many that was that specific leads me to believe that that's like a counter-bullying technique they teach in Sunday school. Yeah, like...
Sure.
I feel like nowadays you go to Sunday school and it's like, hey, Billy's been fucking on my ass about wearing a cross necklace to class. What do I tell him? And instead of being like, oh, just, tell a teacher, tell your parents, or, ignore it, try and understand why Billy's being so mean. They're like, yeah, call him ugly and tell him there's nothing God can do about it.
Isn't that also kind of like throw mud in the face of God's divinity? What do you mean God couldn't augment my facial structure? A fucking okay plastic surgeon could do it.
I know, it's pretty blasphemous if you ask me.
You tell me the man that said one day there was light and then there was light couldn't give me a nose job? I could go to Turkey and get it done for $2,000.
The comments are asking, could Jesus beat 2 wolves? If we're working under the assumption that he could turn blood to wine, I do believe so. If not,
but is it a hand? I
think it's hand.
It's hands? 2 wolves, yes, then. 3 wolves, no.
That's
more
fair.
Wolves than hands?
Yeah.
I think more wolves than hands, Jesus taps out.
If there's any body of water, Jesus wins.
God, it's a fair. But then again, does he win? Because why would the wolf wouldn't pursue him into the water?
He'd have to somehow trick it, like Leonidas tricking that wolf into that crevice. You remember? He's like
sick,
he's like backing up
back onto the spear. Yeah, that's great. That's a great scene.
Yeah.